The best graphics cards are the beating heart of any gaming PC, and everything else comes second. Without a powerful GPU pushing pixels, even the fastest CPU won't manage much. While no one graphics card will be right for everyone, in this video we'll provide options for every budget and mindset. Whether you're after the fastest graphics card, the best value, or the best card at a given price, we've got you covered. Where our GPU benchmarks hierarchy ranks all of the cards based purely on performance. Our list of the top 5 best graphics cards looks at the whole package. Current GPU pricing, performance, features, efficiency, and availability are all important, though the weighting becomes more subjective. Factoring in all of those aspects, these are the best graphics cards that are currently available. Links to all products mentioned in the video are in the description below, which are updated for the best prices. The products mentioned in this video are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned so you don't miss anything. First on my list is NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti is a brilliant little graphics card. It offered amazing value at launch, allowing for high-fidelity 1440p gaming at a good price. The RTX 3060 Ti features the GA104 GPU with a total of 4,864 CUDA cores. Not only is it a significant departure from RTX 2060 Super, but it has more CUDA cores than even the RTX 2080 Super. The clock speed of 1.4 GHz is also impressive, and so too is the boost of 1.7 GHz. And if you manage to buy an aftermarket card from AIB partners, you can enjoy an overclocked RTX 3060 Ti experience with even more performance headroom. For memory, the RTX 3060 Ti has 8 GB of GDDR6, which isn't enough for 4K gaming, and cement this as a 1440p powerhouse. Memory bandwidth clocks in at 448 GB per S, which comes close to what you can find in more powerful hardware. 38 ray tracing and 4,864 processing cores are present inside the GPU, allowing you to crank up visual settings and even mess around with ray tracing in select games. Supporting tech like NVIDIA's DLSS would be a requirement to offset the performance hit from more intense lighting processing. With a TDP of just 200W, you can get away with installing it inside a mid-range PC without needing to upgrade the power supply. It may be part of the previous generation of GPUs, but you'll be pleasantly surprised by just how capable the RTX 3060 Ti is in even the more recent PC games. Next on my list is Intel Arc A770 Limited Edition. Intel is now in the game of making graphics cards. The best GPU from Intel right now is the Arc A770 Limited Edition, which isn't actually limited in availability, but is what Intel refers to as Founders Edition cards. Intel didn't launch its new GPUs to take on the best graphics cards from NVIDIA and AMD, and we saw this in our testing of the Intel Arc A770. It's still quite the capable machine for 1440p gaming, however. Inside the GPU, you'll find 32 Z-cores, 8 render slices, 32 ray tracing units, and 512 XMX engines. This basically means it's good for 1080p and 1440p gaming. With ray tracing enabled in games, the Intel Arc A770 can actually perform well enough to take on some of NVIDIA's older RTX GPUs. For creative work, the A770 is well equipped. It has support for HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort 2.0 external displays, and was one of the first desktop graphics cards to have a hardware AV1 encoder. Uses of AV1 are still limited for the time being, but the new codec will be widely adopted in the future, and Intel is providing an affordable way to get in on that. Even though it's a reference design, the A770 Limited Edition runs quietly, even with a fairly high power draw of 225W. Out of the box, it'll be set to 190W, and increasing the power limit alongside some simple performance tweaks can unlock a little extra performance. There are some drawbacks, such as no hardware support for DirectX 9, and performance in DirectX 11 games can be inconsistent. Intel didn't overpromise, however, and the Arc A770 does perform about as well as an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. all while being affordable. It's well priced, especially compared to the latest AMD and NVIDIA graphics cards. Next on my list, AMD Radeon RX 7600. The AMD Radeon RX 7600 was launched to bring RDNA 3 gaming experiences to the masses with an affordable price tag. More and more GPUs are costing in excess of $1,000, so it's easy to forget just how affordable GPUs used to be, and still are. The AMD Radeon RX 7600 has an MSRP of affordable price, but is more than capable of handling 1080p and 1440p gaming. Performance at Full HD is amazing, rivaling that of the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. QHD 1440p is also excellent, so long as you don't turn up all visual settings to maximum and fully saturate the 8 GB of VRAM. One area where NVIDIA still reigns champion is with its DLSS and ray tracing technologies. AMD has improved things with its own Fidelity FX Super Resolution, FFSR, but it falls short of what's possible with the RTX 3060 Ti and newer NVIDIA cards. AMD has been known to improve existing cards immensely through driver iterations, so one can expect to see a solid performance boost through the lifetime of the RX 7600. If you don't fancy spending a ridiculous amount of money on a GPU, this is the card for you. Next on my list is NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. If you want the best value GPU for 1440p and some 4K gaming, look no further than the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. It's a significant upgrade over the RTX 2080 Ti and has since been replaced by the RTX 4070 Ti, but it's still worth considering for gaming in 2023. With 5,888 CUDA cores, 46 ray tracing cores, and 184 tensor cores, you can enjoy some high-fidelity gaming on a budget. Other specifications include a boost clock speed of 1.7 GHz, 8 GB of GDDR6 RAM, and a memory bandwidth of 448 GB per S. This is excellent for 1440p gaming, and you'll be able to do some more 4K gaming than what would be possible with our RTX 3060 Ti recommendation in this collection. With other technologies like NVIDIA DLSS, graphics cards like the RTX 3070 can punch above their weight. The current pricing of graphics cards may see you pay slightly more than typical for an RTX 3070, but if you manage to find one for MSRP or below, we'd recommend taking the plunge. Last on my list is GeForce RTX 4070. We're wrapping up the transition between old and new generation GPUs, and it leads to some difficult decisions. The RTX 4070 didn't blow us away with extreme performance or value, but it's generally equal to the previous generation RTX 3080, comes with the latest Ada Lovelace architecture and features. NVIDIA is not going to win any awards for offering a great value, as it charges the absolute maximum it feels it can get away with. At the same time, it looks better than a lot of other possibilities. In our overall performance rankings, it's basically tied with AMD's RX 6950 XT. Slower in rasterization, faster in ray tracing, plus it has DLSS support. But the real advantage is in power requirements. With a 200W TGP, it uses about half as much electricity as many factory overclocked RX 6950 XT cards. NVIDIA is keen to point out how much faster the RTX 40 series is once you enable DLSS 3 frame generation. As we've said before, these generated frames aren't the same as real frames and increase input latency. It's not that DLSS 3 is bad, but we prefer to compare non-enhanced performance, and in terms of feel, we'd say DLSS 3 improves the experience over the baseline by 10-20%, not the 60-100% you'll see in NVIDIA's performance charts. The RTX 4070 has been pretty much available at MSRP since it launched, which again speaks to the lack of demand for upper mainstream parts that carry high-end pricing. Factory overclocked cards with extra RGB cost the usual extra. We still can't help but feel the cards are a bit overpriced, but there's no question the RTX 4070 easily beats the previous generation RTX 3070 Ti in performance at the same price point. It's about 23% faster overall. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. It's free. Let us know in the comments down below which best graphics card you're going to choose. If you have any questions related to the products we listed here, leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.